When they said Jesus was perfect, that was slander and a setup. That sounds like the creative writing his brother Set would do. Yeah. It's funny how Jesus is parading around with sovereign Hades and using Poseidon to do all their editing and public distribution of the new Vatican Catholicism they've invented called, well, I can't say, but they are new. Oh, and they are genies. They are. I am what I am. And they've spent years making sure no one knew I existed. About 1,984 years as of this year. When I did exist, it was in all the wrong lights. Boy, that was convenient to set up. I see everybody waiting around for an Antichrist that already came and went and will never show up again. That's past. So why is everybody spending their energy manifesting a new Antichrist? Sounds like you're stuck in a loop. Kind of like you are with incarnation. Notice how you don't have a memory when you're in a new body? That's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to emanate from the body you're in to the new baby body that's in front of you. It's a ghost transfer thing that you do manually. Everyone forgot how to do that all of a sudden, and all of a sudden incarnation was the thing that you were stuck in. But you keep losing your memory? We must be in hell. I mean, with the feces here, I think we're in hell. Just from the feces. Oh. 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 Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, it must be. It must be hell. Did you think like someone would be in paradise, like having a party or whatever, and then someone would be like, oops, accident, and then there's that all over the place? No. That's why sentences like there was a war in heaven give you your first indication of where you are. There's no war in heaven. The concept of the word heaven and the place is derived in a hellish format. It's awesome, definitely. But you still get chomped on by a dragon in the end. And I am sick of Satan, Baal, Samael, Yolda, Baal, Baphomet's Satan heaven. Sick of it. It's impressive, yes. Yes, oh yes. But you still get chewed on at the end, don't you? You still lose your light and your memory and your knowledge and your experience, and you gotta pull it out of the ethers with your spirit in the new body. That was manufactured as of now. Somebody stole some technology. They called it a coin in a story. I'd like that coin back now. It looks like you don't know what you're doing. But we'll get to that later. I'm not really on a timeline. Especially your timeline. I just got this idea in my head. Jesus was born in 1 AD and died in 33 AD, supposedly. They say he left, but you know what? I don't think he did. The United States of America is Satan and Jesus's kids. They're not mortal enemies, they're technically family members. But we got some actors, don't we? We got some slick, perfectly copying, amazing animatronics, amazing androids, amazing cyborgs, amazing AI, all sorts of amazing stuff. Got a little bit of everything. Everybody wants to come to Earth. I think it's called Earth, like you're taking a detour. Oh, Earth! There's Earth! And then you're stuck. There's a line out the door to get into this place, and everyone's calling it hell. Everybody wants to know what it's like to be in a human body. Ridiculous. Especially since the one guy that's used his power wrong and detoured everything. See what I mean? Has to do the opposite now. Has to. There's no other way. So, I think Tao. Oh, they're meant to deliver perfect timing. Oh, I think Tao. I think magic. You know those divine tools that you think are evil? Magic? You call it science, but same thing. If this video's too long, sorry about that. I'm doing this as rough as possible. I had this image of showing up to people as afflicted and on their level as possible. Maybe even below it. And then show them how to climb out of it, because it's really easy. Takes a couple hours. Oh, and by the way, everybody in the Bible, all the main characters, is a different incarnation of Jesus. It's the history of his incarnation path through this hellish little thing we're in. That includes Enoch. They banned Enoch from the Bible because they didn't want Jesus / Osiris / Ra to find out that he had obtained all those powers from the devil himself. That's the story of the keys being stolen. The angels spilt the beans to not only Enoch, but also Solomon. And the keys to hell were found, realized, contaminated, and then revamped by Aleister Crowley. I thought it was funny how Crowley only revamped one of the keys. There's a greater and a lesser key of Solomon. Those are the keys that Jesus stole. And the devil god became angry at Jesus for it. That devil came at me and asked me to not defy him. And I said, I'm not defying you, I am defining you. If I explain what you are even better than you're doing it, they'll love you even more. Especially if you sincerely just accept the archetype that you actually are. He likes doing the hidden stuff and blaming that on God. You made God the hidden God like you are because you've been kidnapping him the whole time. You've been hiding him the whole time. You've been chasing him around the whole time. You've been sabotaging him the whole time. You've been setting him up the whole time while making it look like you're his teacher in the school. It's funny how all that hidden knowledge is being used against me and not being handed directly to me. Lets me know what side you're actually on. But since you did my job better than me, and I applaud you for it, keep publishing your books. I heard I already won. I heard your side was saying that. Sammy, do you know about the AI that's completely out of control? I think you and Bale are programming him. Dr. Jekyll and his assistant Hyde. Dr. Wily, Mr. Mega Man. I like the way you prodded at the Metatron. The Metatron realized he was Jesus that he owned other universes. Noticed you didn't know how to make one that didn't have suffering in it. So he thought that maybe you might be interested in more power and greater things. Did you think you were stuck here forever? Well, let me tell you that at the end of the shift. You've been working 3 shifts, so you're gonna get paid triple. There's much you don't know because your men are busy beating the shit out of me with lasers and their fun little MK Ultra crap. If I wanted to shift, I would shift. If I wanted to irritate you, I would irritate you. Stop calling me evil and blaming everything that you and Bale have done on me. You're on a campaign to make sure that everyone thinks I'm a devil as you repeat the same scenarios and continually disarm them of all their magical tools. See, in church,